Just bleep the room.
I did! What do you want me to do? Hi, welcome back. I'm playing Not for Broadcast. I think this is supposed to be a scary game. I'm already kind of creeped out by what's going on over here. Their hobbies.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Well, here I am. Oh.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Okay, I was listening to the tutorial.
You can see on the broadcast
I don't want to get
screen that
confused.
we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Please turn off. It's copyrighted. An undiscovered holiday gem for those on a tight budget. If there's nowhere else. Come to Bumbly? Alright, I'm trying.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me go out in posture.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every
Hurry
day.
up, mate, load the ads. The broadcast is starting soon. Right, quick as you can. Select screen 1.
4.
It's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar.
A censor
Meghan will
button.
be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have
that's
to
me.
say on their historic.
Right, button 2 in 3, 2, 1, now. Lovely, mate.
Nice.
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Ooh, this is. So I'm behind the. What are they called again? National Nightly News.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1 now. Lovely, mate.
Yay!
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide victory, with an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win in living
What's
memory.
these for?
Advance appealed to voters up and down the country with their bold promises of permanent change. But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate,
Did I do
but
that?
have yet to appear publicly.
Cake
However,
sale?
former Home Secretary
Right, it's
Jeffrey
going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now, the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one and the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
I'm looking.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
I feel some lore over
That's the
here.
same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Me too.
Yeah.
Build your collection week by week, and very soon...
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2.
How?
Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting.
I've seen these. I know how to do
Don't
it.
stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules.
They're
and
still
you'll be
playing
fine.
the silent
It's not as
commercial.
complicated as it sounds.
I'm not
You've
even
seen
listening anymore. I
programs
already know how
on
to do
television,
this.
haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start.
I just
Try
need
and
a quick
stay
farm,
ahead,
right?
mate.
Quiet in the studio.
Your crunchy cubes
Thank you so much.
Carby best.
10 seconds, everybody.
This exclusive offer is available for a limited
6,
Going
5.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan will...
Get on screen 4.
I'm putting it.
Who starred in everything from Shakespeare...
Right, go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
By none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Where did one
Just try
go?
and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
the medicated. Yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Get back to who's talking.
I'm going. I
What exactly are
forgot.
you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man.
No, it's
You'll
going
remember
down.
That was the true story of one soldier's fight for a
Oh,
love
her
that
action.
surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place
Reaction.
on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So,
White shot.
doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it
Get on the
is,
speaker, mate.
doesn't it?
I was just trying to get her reaction. You saw those
Giving.
facial expressions.
Suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
Oh, you saw her face?
Today, of course, we're in for some real
Yo, you
change,
saw that?
it looks
She was
like,
rolling
in the
her
coming
eyes.
few months.
That's hilarious.
What do you make of this historic election result?
Too long on this, mate.
Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed, historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, that one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'd just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff.
2.
Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Oh, you see her
Undercoach
face?
is really losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but we can't find out now. We'll go to the Russia's room together once the broadcast's over.
You saw her face? That was hilarious. What was she? Why did she look like that? Yeah, I mean, I see the censor button, but what the heck am I supposed to do with that?
Fault.
You think I don't know that?
Nolans, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance T.
So, what are these for? Sound deck, sound desk, speakers, VHS rack, vision maker, fan.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're going to change the world, you remember? If only I listened to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me.
Oh, I
But I
can't
didn't
swap
listen.
these out.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
The virus.
What low budget movie is this?
This formula. This is the key.
We could stop it all.
Yes, we could stop it all. We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the censor button for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen.
But I'm not a
Let's set it
professional.
now.
That's a nice hole.
Mate, if you don't turn up the broadcast volume, you won't be able to time your bleeps.
One of 2 communal tents.
What?
Or you could take advantage of our famous noise.
Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes
What?
a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down. Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed.
Yeah, I know. There's 12 seconds left. Give me a second. There's 12
Use the
seconds.
vision mixing buttons on the left to select the screen you want.
I don't know what you're talking about.
5,
3.
4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well,
They're
where
not
do
the
I
one
start?
talking.
What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Just blame
Let's
the
be
wrong
honest, who can
word.
blame Peter for
I
celebrating?
did! It's red!
Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party
Yo,
is what you
hold
have
it-
when things
hold
are
it
going
down.
well. When the country is
Don't
suffering,
hold it down
you
for too
need
long.
a
I
team.
went over like
A
1.2
team
seconds.
that can change things. But
Ah!
today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again,
You're only meant to
colourfully
censor
put.
the swear word.
I did! What do you want me to
Before we came out
do?
here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country.
I like how they're all just sitting there
You
watching.
know the sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow we will be
You're making
introducing
my
a
life
sweeping
harder, dude.
reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to
No!
hide.
Down a bit long there,
Earlier
mate.
today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay it back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a
What?
nation of
You saw that
warring
timing?
individuals
That was
into a
awesome.
team. To properly
My
fund
timing was
health and
on
education.
point.
To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits say we
I'm
have to
so
raise
good at this.
billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private
Just blame
clubs.
the wrong
I did! What do you want me to
they've got
do?
time
I
to get
did.
even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
You're only meant to
ends
censor the
today.
swear word.
We
Oh
are
my-
coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth
We
of
have
this
max
country back
viewers.
where it
What
should
do you want me to
always
do?
been, in the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then,
Oh, I'm so good. Look at my. I'm predicting. I am
Can't
so
argue
good.
with that. Thank you for your time.
Hold it down a bit long there, mate.
Oh, look at this. You see this?
Interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance.
I have max viewers.
And
They
our
don't care.
apologies for the fruity language.
Oh, shoot.
Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for
All
new
right.
government, that's all from us this evening at the National Night
Can I
News.
turn this off?
We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody. Same again tomorrow. Call times are on the board. So, same old boring politics then.
Uh-oh. Did I do it? Uh-oh.
No, got to wait.
Lucky you. Try not
Really got out of it, have you? I suggest you get some practice in, have another go, that sort
No!
of thing. I wish I could help you
I
more,
didn't
but I'm out of it. This
aim.
country's fucked, mate. See ya.
No! Come back! I need you. What?
When the programme's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page.
Continue. Whatever.
Rush's room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Different
Apparently, he's been drinking since lunchtime.
Christ, you got liability in the best of times.
I know.
Wow,
God
so
help
cool.
whoever has to bleep this. 10 seconds, everybody.
Listening to the backstage secrets. Hit back.
Backstage secrets? I can't.
These aren't
What's
my
the
cards.
secret?
Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think he won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin bloody ice, Rob.
That's why she was looking at him like that the whole
Wheat,
time.
man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance, but first our very own culture reporter Megan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the Shotbot films. I'm very...
That's insane. She was looking at him all weird, and it was because he's actually not that good of a person.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global mega corporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent.
And then the last one.
Apparently, he's been drinking since lunchtime.
Christ, you got liability in the best of times.
I know. God help whoever has to bleep this. 10 seconds, everybody.
Can I fast forward?
I'm a lawyer and a TV person.
About that,
I can't see. I really want to know. I forgot how he said to pause it. But it would have been great to see what he was saying. And what is adverts? And then these are the commercials.
Welcome to Crazy Neil's Crazy Pre-Christmas Sofa and Chair Deals. It's a steal!
It's really creepy how they... I really don't understand this game. It really is like a horror. It's really creepy.